strongly.
What a great shift by Nichol on the back pressure, wasn't it? Nichol back.
Nichol staves off the icing by getting to the puck first. He barreled in and caught Peterborough napping.
Girls win the face-off. Gross will keep it in at the point. His shot blocked by Nichol.
Okay, now Nichol brings it in over the line. Nice inside-out move on Gretz, walking in. Nichol centering feed! Pushes it away and out with some speed. Here comes Nichol. Shot tipped in front. Oh, and just missed. What a pass by Nichol.
Deny the Frontenacs captain, who's moving very well, and he's been engaged in the offensive zone, quick on pucks, and that's a good sign for Jay Verity's team.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was actually sitting on the couch with my whole family, refreshing our iPad, and my older brother refreshed it, and he kind of had to take a double look and saw my name next to the Kingston Frontenacs. So it was pretty sweet, but it's definitely different from the NHL. You know, you still got to go to school the next day and see all your buddies. So it was pretty cool to go through that with my brother and some of my friends that got drafted. So it was just a cool experience for me.
Ted Nichol seeing his first shift out there for Kingston, wearing number 11. Fourth-round pick out of Listowel.
It was a lot different pace coming up at Christmas and playing for the Frontenacs. There's, you know, the players in the two leagues are completely different. The speed. So coming up and playing for 6 games and then taking my game back to Listowel, it helped me a lot, and in the second half of the year.
There you see Ted Nichol, the fourth-round pick out of Listowel last April, getting a chance here as a call-up with the Frontenacs at this time of year, as Kingston are now missing players.
Will send it around the zone off the side of the Kingston goal. Murray takes a bump, and Nichol will dive to get it ahead.
Ted Nichol, one way then the other on Riley Webb, cuts the middle of the ice. Newman's there, blocked initially by Walter. Second chance, one-handed to the net by Nichol.
2-on-1 short-handed, feeding it to Nichol, breaking in, shot, save, rebound, just missed on the rebound. Excellent effort by Nichol.
Here's a look at Paul McFarland, second-year coach at the Kingston Frontenacs.
Well, I think a lot of it came from Coach McFarland. You know, he always got the best out of me. He wanted the best out of me, and just trying to be the best I can for him as a player was definitely a big part of where that comes from. And my dad always wanted me to do my best, and consistency is one thing he put on me a lot, and trying to be consistent through my game. So I think that's where it came from.
Great work by Ted Nichol on this shift.
Well, a pass intended for Nichol was off the stick of T-Lander over top of the net.
Nichol's had a couple of good back-to-back shifts here. High energy he's bringing to the table.
Over on the right side for Jones Nichol, who just got anointed the captaincy of the Kingston Frontenacs last week. Now it goes out front. Boy, that almost went in the net.
And try and set things up from there, being watched closely by Captain Ted Nichol.
It's pretty humbling, and it's a great honor. You know, last year, when Fogel got traded, I was lucky enough to get the A from him, and he was a great leader, so it's pretty awesome. But yeah, it's definitely special to wear the C this year. I mean, it doesn't change from where I want to be as a player and as a person. Obviously, it came from something, so I just try and be myself and continue forward.
And a big hard check by Riley Bruce, driving Ted Nichol into the boards.
Nichol, the recipient of that punishment check, he's going to scrape himself off. The captain's got good leadership. Nichols knows he'll take that. He'll take the punishment to give his team 2 minutes.
He and Nichol now talk.
It's definitely a hard transition to come into the OHL as a young player, but as a captain, I just try and show up every day and work as hard as I can, be a good example for the young guys, and not take a day off. So hopefully they can learn from that, and when they're older guys, then they can do the same.
It's Nichol playing with more confidence than we've ever seen.
But Nichol, just the perfect timing. Nothing coming up to play the puck, and Nichol put his shoulder right in that Flint Firebirds logo on his chest. We'll have a look at it here. Dump out, Nattinen pinches, and oh yeah, Ted Nichol with the big hit.
The word rookie is kind of out of everyone's vocabulary nowadays. You know, it's first-year player, second-year player, so it's definitely a mindset as a first-year player to come in and not feel like a rookie. So we try and welcome everyone in, and it's definitely makes it easier on those younger guys. So yeah, it's a special little thing we have going.
His first man on it will be Ted Nichol. Instead of slapping it down the ice, he actually gains control and then softly dumps it in. That'll kill off a little bit more time.
Or it's Paquette over skated the puck, he had to go back to get it. Nichol helps him out. Racing after it, shot by the Hague. And now taken away by the Fronts on the rebound, and Nichol slows it down, sees his mates are changing, and then just whistles or sends the puck down the ice, just enough to allow everybody to get on.
Yeah, we have a tight-knit group this year. A lot of guys hang out with everyone. There's no older groups or younger groups or anything like that. So you know, if guys want to go out for a bite to eat after practice, anyone's welcome. So we just bond so well together, and on the ice we have a lot of fun during practices. So it's just special that way that we can come to the rink with our best buddies and play the game that we all enjoy playing.
Work is sit in over the line, shot scores! Ted Nichol finding top shelf glove side on Cardi. It's 1-0 Fronts.
Well, Ted Nichols had an outstanding first period and gets that nice pass from Jason Robertson. That puck was on his stick for about a second, and I don't think Dawson Cardi thought he was going to shoot.
And did he ever shoot? Top corner glove side against the grain because he was peeling to the left side. Well, 12 seconds into the second period, it's 1-0 Kingston.